Why, hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm coming to you today on this Saturday, June 28th. June 28th. It is my niece's birthday. Happy birthday to Abby. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, and I will be going out there to see her. So I'm excited about going out to Jersey tomorrow. But I am here today with you guys, and I have another Angela Michael annulment slash divorce update. Okay. Um, we're going to get into all of it in a second. I just want to say hello to all of those that are in my live chat right now. Hi, Silly Shally. Hi, Linda. Hi, Gulf Coast Girl. My trusty moderator, Menopausal Queen. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Celia. Hi, Maria. Hi, Toddy. Hi, Shelly. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. So, this case, it's making its way through the court very, very slowly. Okay? There are motions being filed back and forth. I reported about a month ago about a motion that Michael's attorney filed. Now, Angela's attorney filed her own motion, and we're all going to get into it in a second. Okay, so first off, I want to start off with a message from Miss Debbie. Now, Miss Debbie is a wackadoodle. She might have used Ruben the Cuban just for TV, but this particular message struck a chord with me today because of all of the BS that has been going on social media with certain cast members of 90 Day and certain bullshit that will play out on screen during the tell all. So I know she's a wackadoodle do, but give it a chance. Okay, guys? At least she's not singing like Rachel was the last time. I'm not going to torture you with anyone singing in this video. I promise. Okay? So we have a message.
I'm receiving signals, y'all. And so are you. How? By our behavior, our actions, and words. What do our signals say about us? And we don't want to attract the wrong kind of signals. So let us not be focused on chasing the almighty buck, because there are sacrifices made in that to your family, friends, and community. So let us be balanced in all things, and let's not overly sexualize ourselves. It's like, gee whiz, you're killing the romance. Don't put everything out there for everybody to gawk at. It's a matter of self-respect too. And I know it's difficult. I always told my kids it's easy to be sleazy, but it takes courage to make the right choices for your future. So let's all work on our signals, y'all. God bless y'all. Take care.
Okay, guys. Now I know she's a wackadoodle. Okay, she is a wackadoodle do. Hi to Warrior Mom of Many, my other trusty moderator. Thank you for being able to join us today. So, yeah, Debbie is a wackadoodle. She is wearing aluminum foil on her head, but her message is on point. And listening to her, I couldn't help to think about the thruple and how happy I will be when they are no longer on my TV screen, especially Ammani. Because, and not for nothing, I was thinking about Ammani when she was talking. And yeah, Ammani is all about the money. Okay. She overly sexualizes everything, in my opinion. And I will not be happier to not see these two anymore. Now, I want to share something that they shared to their Instagram today. Now, I know that they probably thought it was cute. They don't care about their haters, whatever the case may be. But if I was mad, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, okay? So check this out.
name is Ammani and I'm in meetings all day.
My name's Matt.
My name is Ammani and I pay all the bills.
My name's Matt.
My name is Ammani and I bought us a G-Wagon.
My name's Matt.
My name is Ammani and I'm the family's admin.
My name's Matt.
My name is Ammani. I'm bisexual and I get to bring any girl I want home.
My name's Matt.
My name is Ammani and I'm in meetings all day.
Okay, so they may think it's cute. I personally don't think it's cute, and I personally think that it just shows what a cuckold Matt is. Because that's a word that comes to mind when I think of him. That, and please get this stupid look off of your fucking face. He always has the same look on his face. So if you guys are wondering why Ammani is so much under my skin this week and what kind of bullshit is going on the interwebs, well, in my opinion, there's a calculated takedown of Shekinah attempting to go on behind the scenes here. And it's Ammani versus Shekinah versus Danielle, because Danielle decided that she was going to enter the chat. Actually, the chat was originally Danielle's, but then Ammani decided she was inserting herself into it. And from what I understand, there is a whole big supportive group of former 90-day members. But check out my membership video, and definitely stay tuned to Mary Pants' page on Instagram tomorrow night after the tell all. And stay tuned to me, because I will be covering what Mary Pants will be releasing. And those are the full text messages between Ammani and Shekinah. So stay tuned. Now, I have a serious question for Ammani and Matt. You guys are living your best life, according to you. You're on this beautiful family vacation with your beautiful daughters. Why the fuck are you hopping on a TikTok live with cast members who don't even know who the fuck you are? Like Kelly didn't know who the fuck they were. Okay. Tyrese, Frankie from Love in Paradise, and Jamie hold this TikTok live every Friday, and cast members hop in on the live. Well, yesterday, um, Ammani and Matt, who were on this beautiful family vacation, decided that they were gonna hop on this live with a bunch of cast members who don't even know who the fuck she is. But just saying. So, moving on. Mark is celebrating his birthday in Venice, Italy. Okay. And they are doing the whole Venice thing. Okay. So, that's pretty cool. Happy birthday to Mark. Um, Mark, Shekinah, Sean, Aaliyah, Mina, they have all formed this bond, which I think is fantastic. Um, Aaliyah loves being a dog mom, okay, and Greg loves his job, which is great. I'm happy that Greg has a job, a good job at that. Now, Juan, I hope he didn't get hustled too bad by that Elmo in Times Square. They posted some flashback pictures from when they were in New York for the tell all. And native New Yorkers know never take a selfie with these characters in Times Square because it's not free. Okay. They will try to hustle you for $50 for one selfie. So I wonder how much he got hustled. Just saying. So, Matt, he and Stevie, okay. Um, Stevie is making it very clear that she does not want to have any more kids. Okay, so her and Matt he are not going to have any more children. Um, let's see. Because Stevie has two kids, by the way. In case you didn't know, Stevie has a boy and a girl. They're older. The girl just graduated from college. The boy works on some type of cattle farm. They just both decided not to film for 90 Day. They have nothing against Matt He. According to Stevie, they totally get along with him. It's just their privacy, and they chose not to film, which, hey, And 90 Day Fiance and reality TV is not for everybody. So basically, Stevie doesn't know if they're going to return on any spin-offs. Out of all of the couples, I would kind of like to see them back. I mean, they were annoying because their whole storyline was basically based on whether she was bisexual or not. And it was just like stupid. But they didn't bother me as much as some of the other couples that they keep returning over and over and over. Tiger Silly and Adnan, anybody? Jovi and Yara, Andre and Elizabeth. Let's see. So moving on. Maddie has been able to be in touch with his family. The internet is back in his country. His family is doing well. Thank goodness. Hoping all the best for everyone. Sophie and Rob, as I covered in my last video, they were reunited in Vegas. Okay, they were both going to the Slap Power event, which was apparently, I'm sorry, Power Slap event that was sponsored by UFC. And Sophie posted she was in Vegas. Rob posted that he was in Vegas. They were then posting that they were at the same event. But, okay, I don't understand because Sophie got this package, and as you can see, it says booze free buzz. So I assume that this was some non alcoholic beverage. Well, Sophie went a little bit overboard, I guess, with the alcohol. And I guess you could say blame it on the alcohol because, girl, she was tipsy AF live. And our good old friend Mary Pants got two clips from her live, which I'm going to share with you guys now. So the first one, she's talking about her busted lip. Remember, she got busted in the mouth. She needed to get stitches. So this is her talking about her busted lip first. Give me 1 second. Okay.
I can't even see it. No.
It's the faintest line because thank God my face has good collagen. You can probably see it. For the people that smells faking it, you can definitely see the line. But no, thank you for asking. It's healing well. It's healing well. I'm just healing. I'm not. I will talk about it when I'm ready. I'm just very traumatized. But right now, all I'm focusing on is healing. But yes, it is healing. Thank you so much for asking. I've been using Vaseline every night, and right now I'm using spa cream. It wasn't Chantel. It was a woman. It was a woman, but it wasn't Chantel.
Now, the answer to your question, Just Joe, is no. She hasn't shared the full reason yet of what happened. And as you can hear her say in this little clip, it was a woman, but it wasn't Chantel. I didn't even know Chantel was around that night. So, what does Chantel have to do with it? So, next, we have courtesy of Mary Pants, Rob and Sophie running into each other at this event. And I'm just going to let the video speak for itself. Okay. So, keep in mind, this is the same Sophie that has done nothing but bash Rob for the past year. She has talked about how abusive he is. She has outed him on social media, accused him of doing all sorts of horrible things to her. Then recently posted a reel of all the sweet memories between them. So it's like, okay, Sophie, What is happening? Now, check her out, seeing Rob at this event. And yes, I get it. She's a little tipsy, a little bit.
I just met Phil. Okay, you know
Me
what?
too. He photobombed one of my pictures.
You won.
But he wasn't in the picture. So he like photobombed it, but he wasn't
You
actually
know
in the
I
picture.
love Theo Vaughn.
Me too.
This Rob got chat. I found Rob. I found Rob. I found Rob. Come back, Anna.
What is you doing? You fucking playing with me.
Rob! Chat. He has a girlfriend.
He does.
Chat. He's pissed. Chat. He just walked away from me.
So there you have it, guys. A very, very tipsy Sophie kissing Rob on the neck, squeezing his butt, and then getting annoyed when he walks away from her. Yeah, I thought she was done with him and he was the most horrible person. I guess blame it on the alcohol. I don't know. Pedro is debuting his new girlfriend, who to me looks like Chantel before Chantel fucked up her looks with all the fillers, etc. And I wonder if it really gets to Chantel that this new girl seems to get along with Pedro's family. Pedro's sister, Nicole, Pedro, I guess Nicole's new man, and Pedro's new girl are all hanging out in Colombia. So I wonder if that kind of like, sticks to Chantel a little bit. I mean, maybe it doesn't because obviously she has moved on with her life from the Pedro years. I mean, now she is in her new bisexual era. She has a friend in her life named Ashley that has been around for quite a bit since at least October of 2024 before the Hunt for Love filmed. Just saying. But you know, wishing everybody the best. So now, what all you guys are here for, okay? And I'm just going to take a drink and to light up my joint. Okay, we have a Michael and Angela annulment / divorce case update. Now, yesterday, Angela's attorney filed a motion to dismiss Michael's motion for divorce. Okay. And I'm not going to read this word for word. I'm just going to read the good parts. So it says the defendant purports to have endured verbal abuse and physical abuse at the hands of the plaintiff, when the true fact of the matter is the plaintiff was the victim of the defendant's tirades and multiple assaults. So basically, Angela's trying to say it was the other way around, that Michael was the one going on tirades and Michael was the one assaulting. Okay? So it goes on to say the defendant further purports that the plaintiff victimized him prior to his location to the United States, which leads one to believe that indeed his sole motive and intent was to carry out the actions he planned, which were to arrive in the United States and abandon the plaintiff at his first opportunity. Many interactions between the parties were scripted by the producers of 90 Day Fiancé. So basically, Angela's attorney is saying that Michael says by his own words, that Angela abused him prior to his relocation to the States, and he relocating to the States proves that his intent, his sole motive and intent was to carry out the actions that he planned, which were to arrive in the States and abandon Angela immediately. Okay, so this is what Angela's attorney is striking back. Okay, so next, um, while the defendant purports to have suffered egregious examples of control and abuse, the suffering party is the plaintiff, aka Angela Dean. The defendant has hit and slapped the plaintiff about the head and face and has grabbed her wrist so forcefully to have caused her skin to be torn and bloody. Defendant Michael has perturbedly fathered a child by another woman while in the United States, has had multiple female paramours, which he boldly totes on various social media platforms, and uses his knowledge of immigration law to coach other would-be romancers to prey on unsuspecting women in search of love and companionship. So basically, Angela is accusing Michael of three major things: physical abuse, okay? He slapped her around, grabbed her by her wrist so hard that her wrist became torn and bloody. Number two, he is a romance scammer who is teaching other would be romance scammers how to scam women who are looking for companionship. And number three, apparently he has a love child in the United States. Bullshit. Sorry, I'm getting a bullshit attack. Bullshit. Okay, so let's go back, way, way back, when Michael ran for his life from Angela. And, he started to feel comfortable enough to start his social media up again. He was on TikTok, he was on Instagram. Okay, so this was the first time that Angela started screaming at the top of her lungs that Michael had another woman, and he was having an affair. He had a girlfriend. Okay, Michael has a girlfriend. So Michael had posted a TikTok of him dancing, okay, doing one of his Michael dances. This was last year. And this person wrote in the comments, only Michael and I know what we have endured. Allow us to enjoy ourselves. No, actually, she shared Michael's TikTok to her story and wrote that on it. And Michael reshared it to his story. Are you guys following me? Yeah, I know it's kind of confusing. So Angela, seeing this, automatically concluded, okay, that this was Michael's new girlfriend. So I had spoken to this young woman back then, and she showed me a DM. Okay, actually, Angela sent her laughing emojis at her story. She had posted some selfies in her stories because she was on vacation in Mexico. Mind you, she had never met Michael in person, hasn't talked to him online, never DM'd him, just shared his TikTok video with that comment to her story, and Michael reshared it. So Angela took this to be this is Michael's new girlfriend. She writes to Angela, good evening. You guys have this story all wrong. Laughing emojis. I have never spoken to Michael, and I've been in Mexico all weekend. I'm not, nor have ever been in a relationship with Michael. So, listen, I don't blame Angela for going crazy when she saw who wrote that and who Michael was reposting to his story because she is fucking gorgeous. So this is the first girlfriend that Angela said Michael had when he came to the US. And this was just a couple of months after he ran for his life. Um, eh, Fake news. No, she was just a fan who shared Michael's post to her story. And before she knew it, she was fucking dating him. Next, we have this singing doll person. Oh, sorry, guys. We have this singing doll person on TikTok. Mm. Apparently, from what I understand, word on the street, she is allegedly in Michael's comments during his TikTok lives, or used to be in his comments a lot. Maybe she was a little bit flirtatious, maybe not. I really don't know the whole story. But in Angela's eyes, either the first chick that I showed you or singing doll is pregnant by Michael. I don't know how she came to this conclusion, but yeah. So I wonder how she feels about all the clickbait stories out there about Michael and Brittany being together. I wonder if Brittany's going to be named in the next set of motions filed by her attorney. But as we all know, or you guys may not know this, Brittany has a wife. So I bet you Brittany's wife would have a lot of things to say if her and Michael had a little thing, but they don't. Angela's just grasping for straws. Okay. So basically, the rest of this motion is a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. Angela is accusing Michael of marriage fraud under a bunch of case laws that they cite. Nothing interesting. And her attorney requests that the motion for Michael's motion for a divorce and for Angela to pay his legal fees be dismissed, and that Angela's motion for a annulment be granted. Okay, and this was submitted to the court yesterday. So this is hot off the presses, you guys, by Angela's attorney, and we shall see what happens next. The last time we had an update, we learned a lot of interesting things. Okay, we learned that Michael had given Angela over $235,000 from his TLC earnings in a 5-year period. Okay. And we get more details about the taser incident that happened last December, I want to say. Yes, last December, or December of, no, I'm sorry, January of 2024. So in the last motion that Michael's attorney submitted, there was a whole bunch of details about everything that Angela did. There was a list of 176 questions that Michael's attorney submitted to Angela and her attorney to ask, to ask her, and then there was her answers. If you guys missed that from a month ago, please check out my last video on the Angela and Michael annulment update. I'll put the link in the comments. I'll put the link in my description box. But that is basically the update for this round, you guys. So Angela's trying to say that Michael, physically abused her, um, has a woman pregnant here, and he's a scammer, and he's teaching other scammers how to scam. So that is the basis for her marriage fraud, and she wants an annulment. We shall see where it goes from here. Now, I made a post yesterday about this, and you guys knew I was gonna go live today, to talk about it. I'm sorry, Angela warning, Angela warning, Angela warning. I'm just gonna share this. I mean, like, woman, I am simply doing my job, and I don't even go on your page. It's like, give me a fucking break. just shut up already. I used to be able to laugh at her, but now I'm rolling my eyes so hard that they're going to get stuck in the back of my head one day. And we all know that's not good. So, Angela,
So check it out.
no,
Power
sorry,
slap. I got this box in the
that's actually Sophie and Rob in Vegas, but we don't care about that because they're a bunch of idiots too. Okay, so Angela just can't keep my name out of her mouth.
All right, there we go.
And another thing, stop watching my page before I post what you're looking for and you have a stroke. Thank you.
Angela, just shut up already. Okay? I mean, seriously, I am going to send you an invoice. Okay? Because I have rented so much space in your head. I need to start charging you rent. That'll be a great fucking passive income for me. Okay? And I'm charging you dirt cheap rent because the average price of a tiny apartment in New York City is about $900, and that's living in a basement with one room and sharing a bathroom basically. So yeah, I'm charging you $600 a month for all the space that I run in your head, which is a lot. So this is a bargain. Okay? And you have been talking about me since February of 2024. So with July coming up, that's 17 months. Okay, so I would like my 10K plus because all the space that I've read in your head, bitch. And yes, I called you a bitch because I know you're gonna watch this. Okay, I don't need to go on your page. I don't go on your page. Any clips I get is from my trusty followers who happen to run across you and your stupid TikToks, and they know that my name is going to be on your lips. And 99.999% of the time, it is. When you hustled that poor guy out of a ride, a hotel room, that 4 hour ride, okay, when he drove you back home, you spent about 3.5 of those hours talking about Michael and Kibbles and Bits. So that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I have to be a businesswoman and I'm going to start invoicing you. Okay. And I'm going to charge you retro back to February 2024 to July 1st. You owe me 10K plus. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm sick of this already. Okay. Your documents are public. I'm a blogger. I could look them up, put them out, and do whatever the fuck I want with them. Just saying. Did I mention that I do not want to see Adnan and his receding hairline on Happily Ever After? Yeah, I'm sure I did. And that I mentioned that I want to see more of the singles on Hunt for Love and less of scripted 90-day bullshit. I'm sure I did. But I don't think my wish is going to be heard. I don't think my wish is going to be granted. But, you know, we could have hope. We could have hope. So Tyrese got himself a new place in San Diego. Let me share that with you guys. It looks like that he is moving on up and he's going to be living next to his friend Kim. And so let me share what Tyrese shared on his TikTok the other day.
Place, guys. Just signed the lease. All right. Okay, I'm leaving right now. Sorry. My new place. Yeah. All right, there we go.
And another thing,
Oh,
stop
no,
watching
stop.
my page.
Ugh. She just doesn't go away. So yes, Tyrese got a new place in San Diego. So congratulations to him. And Rose. Okay. Rose is really into her spicy page, but I just want to say that her cosmetics line popped up on my IG stories as one of those sponsored stories. So I guess Rose must be making some type of money if she's able to purchase these sponsored stories on IG. I don't know how much they are necessarily. I mean, I could be talking out of my ass because I never checked to see how much a sponsored story is, but I would assume it would cost, it would cost something. And for the fact that Rose is able to do a sponsor story on IG, I guess is a testimonial to how good her beauty products are doing. Now, you guys remember Evelyn, she was married to David. Well, Evelyn's niece needs all of our prayers. Okay. It's just a really sad, sad situation. She says basically her niece has an extremely rare aggressive genetic disorder where there is no treatment. Heartbreaking news to hear about a little baby. Let's all keep her in our prayers. Um, Now, Stephanie, while she is living her best life with her nasty ass, allegedly making 50K a week, chewing food for old men who have no teeth. Yes, you heard me right. She chews food for old men who have no teeth. Okay? Fucking nasty. Remember Erica, the chick that she was with on 90 Day? Well, Erica was in a long time relationship, about 5 years with this dude. And I want to say back in January or February, like right in the beginning of the new year, he kicked her out. After a 5 year relationship, they broke up and he kicked her out of his house. See, this is where she made the big mistake. She was in a long term relationship with a dude and nothing was in her name. Everything was in his name, so it was easy for him to say, pack your shit and get the fuck out. She had nowhere to go, and she had to basically move, I believe, 5, 6 hours away to her parents' home. Right before the breakup, she bought this expensive laser cutter machine. From what I understand, she makes jewelry and stuff, and this laser cutter was supposed to help her, make it faster, whatever the case may be. I don't make jewelry. I'm not sure. um, Apparently, she had to leave it behind because she couldn't afford to ship it to her parents' house, which affected her business drastically. She was selling clothes at one point. She posted to her story yesterday that she is still depressed, that she misses the old her. My heart goes out to her. We have all of us suffered one devastating, heartbreaking, at least one devastating, heartbreaking breakup in our lives. So I just want to give everybody a hug. So here is Magda with her new boyfriend, and we have Shida and her two men. Okay, and they have a YouTube channel as well. It is very, very ironic that Nikki's new song is narcissistic. So narcissistic. Yeah. And your lips, Nikki, they are not iconic. Just saying. Distorted, maybe, but not iconic. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Thank you for joining me with this Angela and Michael annulment divorce update. I just see it getting messier and messier. I don't know why it's taking so long to make its way through the courts, but basically, it's just a battle between Angela saying he's a scammer and he fraud me, and Michael saying I was an abused spouse and I deserve a divorce, and I went into this with the best intentions and I was abused. So that's what it basically comes down to. So we shall see what the judge decides, how it makes its way through the court, and you know who will be there every step of the way to provide you an update? This bitch. It's Kibbles and Bits. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me. Thank you, everybody, in the live chat for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I shall see you next time. Please subscribe. Double check that you are subscribed. Like, share, comment, and consider joining my membership. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.